I wanted to make a very quick analysis assessment update status for Bitcoin before the night is over. So just as a recap, Wave 3 had topped in a very grand finale, head and shoulders top. When a head and shoulders top is leaning to the right, it is the most powerful head and shoulders pattern. When it's leaning to the left, it is the weakest head and shoulders pattern. When it is perfectly horizontal, it's in between. So here's a right leaning head and shoulders. After it completed wave 5 of 3, it declined in a 5-wave format to form A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then there was a recovery, a bounce, which was stoking a lot of euphoria. I'm sure you felt it too. It was stoking a lot of the FOMO. And that is what these bearish bounces always try to do. Stokes the FOMO, fear of missing out. And it's always impossible to pinpoint precisely where the top or the bottoms of any corrective wave is. I've always said there's 1 in 36 possibilities of combinations that the correction can take, so it's always a challenge. Here is then the start of wave 1 of C with 5-wave impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was an ABC, correction for wave 2, and then the onset of wave 3 happened during last night. It was very orderly declines. I have yet to see any major significant type of gaps. That is another thing I noticed on a daily scale. On a daily scale, I really don't see gaps. On the hourly scale, I see small gaps. So if this was wave 2, and we're going to go to wave 3, how does it count? So I would take wave 1, there's a peak right here, which could be a 2, had a very deep retrace up. Three, 4, 5. Now, this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, with an extended 5th as well. And without a crystal ball, there's no one in this world who will know for certain, but one can try to determine the probability. I've always said possible and probable are very different. I think this could be put in this way. Why? The form and fit factor. It has to look decent. The weirder it looks, the more deformed the motive seems to be, the less reliable it probably will be as well, from a probability perspective. A 5-wave trajectory usually makes a very nice rectangular channel as well, like so. Well, you might say, well, what about the waves for 1? Well, let's draw the rectangular channel. Just from first sight, it may not look very nice. Not as nice looking as this one, but it still passes as an impulse motive. So I think we are 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly another downdraft overnight. Or if this was bottom of 5, we've got a little more correction possible going up this way. You want to make sure wave 4 does not overlap with wave 1. But it wouldn't matter if wave 1 was up here. But let's keep it there for now. The bottom line, I think, is it really doesn't matter whether this is wave 3 or 5, whether this is wave 4 or not. There is more downside to go. 1, 2, 3, and from here, once 3 is hit, 4 will retrace probably to the level of the prior 4 in a 3-wave format, like so. Let me get rid of this to make it cleaner. And that 4 will obviously then lead to my projected first 3,000 level. If it goes beyond that, the count will vary a little bit. And the significant part is I'll be getting excited at around here. This is when I'll be casting my ladders. So remember I said a little messy here, but 3 for wave 5 is my profit taking wave on an up wave. On a down wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is around wave 5 when I start making my entry as well on a down wave 5. This is where I'll start excited. Once the price goes below prior wave 3, so around here, I'll probably start making my ladder entries. And because I'm thinking there's going to be a first stop potential here, and a second stop potential may be in the range of 26 to 2,000. I see. If it goes down further, I don't kick myself and say I was wrong. No. I have another second ladder coming up here. So what I could do is I could deploy half of my dry powder kegs, a third of it, and the rest of it at the bottom. And maybe even slightly lower than that, have a few rungs there too. So my ladder encompassing, my two sets of ladder will encompass somewhere in the range of, let's say, 3,100 to 2,000. And that wouldn't bother me in the least bit of what paper losses would generate. Because once that wave 5 starts screaming up to what I believe could be 7,000, as high as maybe $9,000 per Bitcoin, all of it becomes positive. And the fact that I laddered reduces the emotional pain, especially when prices go below your buying points. The fact that my two ladders encompass the broader range of prices, in my opinion, is the best way to make entry and exits. It reduces emotion, fear, and greed. Fear when you're getting in, greed when you're getting out by laddering out. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Please I'm seeing a lot of comments coming in after today's quote-unquote crazy projections. I still stand by them. And I'm happy to carry on discussions, and I look forward to hearing your points and counterpoints. As always, I wish you all massive profits. Thanks for watching and reading my blogs.